Dolores is doing her dumbbell rows. So this is the pull. This is the last of the 5 movement patterns. We started with the hinge, we went to the squat, we went with carries, we went with pushes, this is the pull. How's it going, everyone? Eddie G here from GF7 Fit. This is part 2 of Dolores' video. She did the part 1, she's gotten a lot stronger, it's been about 2 months. So we're gonna start right away. We got 5 principal movements. We have the hinge, the squat, the carry, the push, and the pull. We're gonna start with the hinge, which is a deadlift. Trap bar deadlift is kind of like a hinge and a squat at once. So Dolores is gonna come in. I'm very proud of her because she's coming in from work. And she's already done a set. We're gonna do a few sets here just so you can see her, how much she's improved on the trap bar deadlift here. There you go, so your form's nice and good. Feet are even, which is really important. Good posture, keeping the core tight. Keeping the spine neutral. Having a good grip. Her grip has gotten a lot better as well. And a couple months ago, she wasn't able to do this. And now she's doing 5. I think last workout she did up to what? She did up to 10 reps, right? Yeah, so she's coming a long way. So that's the first set. We're gonna try to do 2 sets for each exercise. So the video itself will be quick. The workout itself will be about an hour, but the video will be about 10 minutes. Go for the second set, and then I'm gonna grab the camera, show you her form. Everything's going well. Let's see Dolores here. I mean, one thing, you have the feet even right here. Her head's in a good position. Her hips are high, that's what you want with the deadlift. Higher hips than the knees. You're not trying to squat it. There you go, feet's in a good position there. Going into the ground a little bit and then pushing the ground away from her. See, pushing the ground away from her, keeping everything nice and tight. Good job, Dolores, on that one. All right, so we did part 1 of the movement, which is the hinge. Now we're going with the squat. We're going with the front squat. As you can see, I put a little plate there that elevates the heels. Just in case sometimes the client has tight ankles and tight knees and tight hips and everything, and we can't do it everything in one session. So we make sure we want the client to do squats today. And Dolores has been doing squats, by the way, but we're putting the plate on the bottom. That way it keeps the balance a little better. So this thing I teach, the front squat, as she's descending with her hips, keeping the elbows high. There it is. There it is, just like that, front squat. So as she's going down, keep the elbows high right there. And I'm just putting the hand there as a reminder on the tricep, just to keep there you go. You don't have to start with them high, but as you're going down, there you go. Keep the elbows up. That keeps the back in a good position and prevents you from getting that butt wing, like they say, with the lower back rounds at the bottom of the movement. There you go. Hips go down, elbows go up. That's the way I like to teach it. Hips are descending and the elbows are elevating. Good. One more. Good job. And now we're gonna do it with the kettlebells next. The rest of the kettlebells, same principle. We wanna make sure we get the movement down first before we add weight. Makes sense? Makes sense to me. That's right. So now we've added some weight. Kettlebells each side. We want the same principle. As she's descending, we want the elbows to stay high. Go ahead and go down. And keep those elbows up. Exact same movement as she was doing before. There you go. That keeps the back aligned. Good. Elbows go up as the hips are going down. Good. And you can bring the elbows back in at the top of the motion, but at the bottom you want the elbows to be high. Keeps your back in a good position. 2 more reps. Good. 1 more. Very good set. Very good set. And you can tell that rep range is good for her because it's challenging enough to where it's going to promote a good performance. If you do too many reps, sometimes it takes you too long to recover. And so you want the client to have actually more energy when they're done working out instead of the next day not being able to move. So you want to keep the reps in a good honest range. Keep that in mind as well when you're training someone. Yeah, so now Dolores is going to go back and forth with the dumbbells. So she's doing like a farmer's carry there with the dumbbells. She's trying to keep a good posture. And she likes walking backwards because that takes the stress off the knees. Good. And then my responsibility is make sure her posture stays good. We're doing this for 60 seconds, by the way. I'm watching her posture, making sure she's not taking real big steps, you know. Trying to work those core muscles, the gripping muscles. Good. So this is our third movement. These are carries. The first was a hinge, second is a squat, third is carries, next push, and then lastly pull. Because we're only training twice a week, so very important we train these elements of movement. Good job on that first set.
So done?
Yeah. So we're coming right along. This is the third movement we're emphasizing today, and this is a push. So these are push-ups. The goal with Dolores is for her to do push-ups eventually off the ground, you know, like in a flat plane. But right now we're doing like an incline push-up, aiding the pectoral muscles and the shoulder muscles. You can see nice, good, tight core. Everything's in a good line. Feet are on the floor, pushing off the bench there, and helping her get stronger. So their goal is to eventually do these off the floor in a regular type of push-up. There you go, good job. She's come a long way, long way. So hopefully in another 3 months, we do the third video and it's gonna be floor push-ups. Even if we get 3 reps, but now we'll take that, you know, because that's, any progress is good progress. Third set, we didn't film the second one because I just want to emphasize her form again. Everything nice and straight here with the body, pushing. Because some people have a tendency on the third set or fourth set, once they get tired, to kind of change the form up, and she's not doing that. So I just want to really emphasize that you don't do that as well. Make sure you keep that technique the same the whole time. There you go. Like my wrestling coach used to say, anybody can go when they're fresh, but who can go when they're tired? That's when I make a difference. There you go. And Dolores just came from work. She has an 8-hour day. She gets up early, you know, and she exercises sometimes at school, and she comes here because, you know, she works as a teacher. She comes here twice a week, works out with me, and then twice a week probably works out with her other training partners. So there's no excuses. She's coming in, you know, you can have 2 things. You can have results or you can have excuses, but you can't have both. You got to decide. Dolores is doing her dumbbell rows. So this is the pull. This is the last of the 5 movement patterns. We started with the hinge, we went to the squat, we went with carries, we went with pushes, this is the pull. So this is almost like the same exact thing she was doing earlier with the push, just opposite. You want to try to match the plane as much as you can. In other words, if you're in that type of position when you're pushing, you want to keep that same body position when you're pulling. And again, see, notice everything's going good here. The back's at a good angle, you know. Elbows at a good angle, knees at a good angle, head's in a good position. And she's trying to get a good stretch with the row. Trying to get the dumbbell way in front and then almost like putting it, like if you had a pocket here, like you're gonna put the dumbbell way in your pocket. That's where you wanna go there. So not in this, but this right there. Just like she's doing there. Good job on that one. All right, so we've gone through all the movement patterns. We went to hinge, squat, carries, push, pull, but we gotta hit the core. I like to be dynamic on the core, so we're gonna do med ball slams. Slam the ball in each square. We're trying to do 60 seconds and then do med ball slams but laterally. So the first one is she's gonna just try to slam the ball there in each square. There you go. Good. There you go. Trying to use all her core muscles. Remember, the core is not just the abdominals. It's also your, from the hips all the way up to the collarbone, anterior and posterior. Good. And using those arm muscles, trying to get in shape. There you go, good. Trying to bounce that ball in that square. Good. And then one more time back, and that'll be the 60 seconds. There you go. Good job on that one. Very good job. All right, so now Dolores is gonna slam the ball, but laterally, trying to work more obliques. Go ahead and show us there. There you go. Trying to do a lateral movement. Remember, the first one was a straight up head, and this was lateral. Good. Trying to work those obliques. turn the other way to get the other side. Perfect. Good. And then the ladder, of course, adds a little bit more of the hand-eye coordination. There we go. So 60 seconds, you're looking at somewhere to go twice down the ladder each way. Good. Good. Working those core muscles. Good. There you go, Dolores. Real good job there on the core. Good, good, good. And then we got one more exercise, the face pulls. All right, so now for our corrective exercise, the last exercise of the day. Remember, sit here and do face pulls. So the face pulls, we want to make sure our hands are this way. There we go. And I've got the camera here so you can see how the placement is of the hands. Good. So you want to start with the hands up a little bit more like that. There you go. That's how we want to start with the hands, and then pull back. There you go. That way you don't get internal rotation. You get external rotation. Good. And this is to help improve posture. There you go. Good. And just pulling towards the face. That's what they call face pulls. There you go. And this we're doing 2 sets, anywhere from 12 to 15 reps. These are the last exercises of the day. There you go. Good set there. So you can see Dolores makes no excuses. She gets here, she works out. You know, the workout takes somewhere about an hour. So this is the last exercise of the day, the face pulls. But hopefully it motivates you. I mean, if you work a long day, you might work a shift or two. You know, don't make the excuse she comes here twice a week. Really works hard. And there's times, you know, the knee might be hurting a little bit, the elbows might be hurting, there might be a little bit of soreness, but keep going. Again, Eddie G, GF7Fit. If you like what you're watching, boom, hit that subscribe button. Watch the playlist, watch the videos, comment, like, and share. Thank you, and have a good one.